garden. I'm enjoying a little bit of coolness because it has been so warm, so unbearably warm. And yesterday I cleaned all of this so that I could come out here today, and guess what? It's going to rain. I know. Doesn't seem fair, does it? After I've done all that work yesterday, all that ironing, everything, and we get to the day today, and I'm in my garden. Oh, see? I'll show you. Hello, hello. I've cleaned chairs, look. Yeah, got my shades, my sunnies out. This is all cushions under here. And the decking all got a right good scrub yesterday. Oh, thank you very much. You see, Friday was the day for haircuts, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And this is what I cleaned yesterday. I vacuumed my lawn. Looks a damn sight better than it did. Dancer! Hello, love. Yeah, we just cleaned up yesterday. Proper cleaned up. All this. We're covered in mud. We've got loads of it that just fallen off back at garden. And there we are. That's my honeysuckle and my jasmine and my clematis. And it come back. We chopped all that back at winter, so it didn't bring the railing down in the garden. I do have a garden. I'm glad you like it. Underneath here is my cushions, which when it stops spitting and raining, we're going to dig them out and we're going to sit in the garden this afternoon. But we cleaned it all yesterday and it was awesome. I'm just going to check. I haven't got any more hidden surprises. Okay. Those are my cushions that we'll be getting out in a bit when it stops spitting and raining. We're going to go inside now and I'm going to sit on the sofa just for a little bit, but I wanted you to see. Oh, and look at that. Things are actually starting to grow back. Yeah, it looks a bit disaster zone. About my garden, I've come down to sit outside, but I can't because it's raining. I just thought I'd sit and chat with you and find out how your week had gone, Dancer. It's been really, really, really busy for me. I've done an awful lot of ironing. Those are my roses. You see, this is my other bit of my garden. But I'm just going to go inside and sit down because my legs are tired. I've done a lot of work recently. I just need to sit. And it's about to rain, which I think's a bit much. I'm a bit fed up actually. It was so hot yesterday. Now we're in the kitchen now. It was so hot yesterday and I felt awful doing all that ironing. I've never been as tired. Flip you around so you can see me. There we go. I got my hair cut and I also had it dyed so we can't see the grey. That's what I was doing on Friday. That's where my appointment was. But I had... Oh, that's better. Oh, goodness me. If I sit this way around, there, that's a better view. You can have the garden behind me in a bit of natural light. 7:22 p.m. and today is rainy. Is that weird? No, I'm not doing any ironing today, thank goodness. I finished it all yesterday, but I have in about an hour got to go out to some clients, which is going to be fun, and I have to go and take ironing back that I did yesterday, and my hair is still wet from the shower. There we go. Fluff my hair out a bit because I look a bit weird. I look like an egg when it's flat to my head. I prefer it when it's a bit fluffy. It'll dry and it'll fluff out. But I don't want to use the hairdryer at the moment because it's just too hot. There we go. It's just too hot at the moment. And I cut my shoulder. Look. I got attacked by a flying hanger. There we go. No, I've not seen that. Dancer, is it too late to go and have a shower? Because perhaps, if it's going to be really, really hot and muggy, which is what it is. Oh, you don't want messy hair. I can understand that. I can understand that, sweetheart. Nobody wants to have messy hair. Ouch. Look, I've got a cut shoulder. You see it? A hanger jumped off the rail and sliced into my arm. So I just thought that was brilliant. I know. Eaten alive by metal hangers. Okay, well, yeah, the hanger, it fell off the rack, and it had a metal sharp bit at the top, and it sliced into my arm. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't need stitches or anything. It was just like, looked down and I thought, oh, why am I bleeding? And then I realised why I was bleeding, and I just thought, you know what? Today's not your day, honey pie. So yeah, I'm fine. So what have you been up to then? It's Sunday night over where you are. Did you have a nice Sunday during the day? I know it does seem strange, but I do have a life outside the ironing room. Amazing. It's usually with a book in hand. No, I haven't seen the new community tab. I'll have to have a look on it. Is that so people can post things to me? Oh, that's really awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, when we moved in, the Yorkshire stone that you see on the wall, we had a proper wall builder. He's a local farmer, and the back of the garden was like a bomb site. I'm not joking. Giant hills of mud, and it was originally a woodland, because this is built in an old factory, and it's like old mill ponds all the way down. And there was loads and loads of stones, so we dug out all the mud. It took forever, but we dug it all out, and we got the local farmer in to build us a traditional stone wall, like the ones you see in the fields. Well, he came to build that, and then we shored it all up, and there's no cement in it at all. It's all literally interlocking stones, and it's solid as a rock. And the mud we backfilled behind it and compacted it in, and then we grew a load of plants. Then last Christmas was so rough with the weather that everything that I planted, apart from the holly bush and the purple plant that you see, everything else died. And I just thought, all right, well, fine, we'll start again next year. And then all the bluebells came back, because obviously it's woodland, so we've got natural bluebells up there. And I planted some tulip bulbs years ago, and I thought, oh, we've lost them, they've rotted. But no, they flowered. They came up and flowered, and we had some beautiful crimson tulips that came up, gorgeous. And then we tried with the daffodils, but unfortunately I think the daffodil bulbs had gone completely, so forget it. When it comes to September this year, I'm just going to get up there and blitzkrieg it with every bulb you can imagine, so next spring looks phenomenal. And that's the plan anyway. Oh, you had a bad Sunday. Oh, Dancer, I'm so sorry. What happened? Was it like because you got school tomorrow? Is it that why it's a bit? Yeah. Oh, hey, I'll have a look at your new pool. Yes, Dancer, I got a haircut on Friday, but you can't tell because at the moment it's still wet, but I didn't want to dry it because it's too hot. to use a hairdryer? Oh, about 10 minutes, darling. It's literally, I popped on just because I got out the shower and I managed to get the laundry on. And then I thought you might like to see my garden. And my husband's just nipped to the supermarket, so that's awesome. So we've actually got some food for tonight. It's always a good thing. Ryan, hello, sweetheart. Were you parading last night? Oh, wow, what happened? Sometimes a Sunday on, on your own, like as in not doing anything, not having to go anywhere, it's sometimes really good, especially for your parents if they're really tired and they can just, chill out and relax because perhaps they have really, really stressful jobs, and they do a lot during the week. They might do. They might do tons of stuff. Yeah, I mean, us grown-ups, right, we can be so boring sometimes. All we do is work. And sometimes we forget to go out and touch the grass, even if mine is artificial. But I do have a real lawn at the front of the house. It's just that round the back we have so many trees, it was making the grass go rotten. So we just dug everything up, tried stones, turns out that stones equal every cat in the universe came round to use our back garden as a giant kitty litter potty. So we dug all the stones up and put the artificial grass down, and we've made the right decision. All it needs is backing. I mean, how more low maintenance can you get? Last night I heard Big Bang. I heard, oh, you had a very entertaining evening, didn't you, Ryan? Goodness me. Oh, was your mum really, really tired, Dancer? Was she absolutely exhausted? She might have been really tired, darling, and she just needed to just sit. Sometimes us parents, we just run out of steam and we just go flop, just recharge. Oh, no, it's not our school Dancer, darling, but believe me, it's a breeze compared to having to go to work every day. I, mm, yeah, and mind you, I got to say, I did not like high school when I went to high school because I thought high school sucked. It was awful. Hated it. Oh, do you know, that's not a bad idea, another space note. You see, we used to do something similar with the children. Well, in fact, in years gone by, we used to take part in something called the Chernobyl Children's Lifeline. And, well, if you remember, Chernobyl went off in 1986. I was 10 years old. And it was the biggest nuclear disaster that this world had ever seen. And thousands upon thousands of people have died of radiation poisoning since. And amazingly, I got to meet the two of the firefighters that went in to tackle Chernobyl. So you remember there's a drama that's been on Sky, the TV Sky, called Chernobyl. Well, I've met the people that have fought to put Chernobyl out, and I'm part of the Chernobyl Children's Lifeline, and what we used to do over the summer is that we would take children in from, around Chernobyl area, and Belarusian children and Ukrainian children, and we'd bring them home over here for the summer, and we'd host the children and a teacher that came over. And what we worked out health wise with their government and our government is, for every week that a child from that region spends over here, right? So like we've got 6 weeks holiday, or for like 4 of those weeks, we'd have a child over here. And for every week that they spent out of that environment, it added an extra couple of years to their lives. And now you've got to remember that they are still living in an environment which is still radioactive, right? Although it's got down to acceptable levels. I mean, what actually is an acceptable level, we will never know. But a lot of these children have got health issues. They've got poor eyesight, they've got poor teeth. Obviously, the opticians and dentistry work out there is disastrous. They don't have it like we have it, so be thankful we've got an NHS over here. So we bring them over and we give them dental care, and they go to the opticians, and we make sure that they're checked over by a doctor. We get them lots and lots of vitamins and supplements, and they can take those home with them. We buy them all new clothes. We take them out on day trips. We give them an education whilst they're here, and we make sure that they have fun-filled trips as well. Everything and anything to give them a holiday of a lifetime. And it adds a couple of years to every, the weeks that are here, they add in a couple of years to their life, because like I say, they've got a lot of health issues. A lot of them have got heart conditions, because obviously the diet's not that brilliant, and the living within radiation's not brilliant either, is it? But we've not been able, since the war broke out, instead of bringing them over for a holiday, a lot of them were evacuated out. So we've been involved with it that way, and getting out care packages to Ukraine, and just generally making sure everybody's got everything that they need. So this war is very personal to this family, because there are people out there that we know that are living through it right now. So that's something you didn't know about me. There you go. Now you do. I found school tough when I was at high school. Looking back on it now, it was probably the bullying that did it for me, because I was a really quiet girl that struggled to read and to write and to count. So it was really tough. But I'm a better person for it. You know what? I'm 50 now. Well, I will be soon, if I live that long. And I just found, I suppose I've enjoyed my adult life more. Yeah. I was walking for 3 miles in the heat playing well, I bet no wonder you didn't pass out, lad. It were hot yesterday. Last night was awful, trying to get to sleep. Primary school is the worst. Well, I preferred primary to high school. Primary was okay. I liked primary school. High school sucked. It was awful. I'm sure high school will be even worse. Oh, homework. Well, you can do a lot of it on computer now, can't you? Yeah, exactly. And Chernobyl is, and I'm so connected to that. Wow. So you've got a lot of stuff to do then, haven't you? Where were you in high school? Australia is worse. Oh. I were in the United Kingdom when I was at high school. I've lived here all my life. Australian education system. Now, I've got some experience of Australian because, yeah, I know people that have been educated out there, and it's completely different to here. You have to pay to go to school out there, and obviously we pay to go to school here through our taxes, but out in Australia you've got to pay separately. So it's all money, money, money in the education system. The fleece you left, right, and centre. Aussie teachers throw board rubbers at you. I've got experience of that as well. Now, when I say a board rubber, right, all you kids today have got smart boards, right, where you just point and tap, right, from a computer. Well, back in my day, it was chalk and talk, and if you were naughty in class, you had to get the board rubber, which was like a giant felt thing that set your teeth on edge and set your fillings off. And it was a wooden handle with like a felty, like to wipe the chalk off. And the teacher, if she really annoyed Miss Miller, oh my gosh, we used to call her Miss Miller Godzilla. And she knew that we called her this and that she walked with a walking stick. And we used to say that it was really a sniper rifle and she'd like pick you off in classroom. And anyway, this particular day, she'd heard me call her Miss Miller Godzilla. And I got the board rubber thrown at me and it hit me right there. And I've still got a slight like scar on my forehead where the board rubber just went. I mean, I don't think teachers will get away with doing stuff like that now. You're from Australia, Dancer. Do you know, for some reason I thought you were from America. I didn't know you were from Australia. Oh, well, then, yeah, you know what it's like with the education system out there then, don't you, darling? Eesh. You wish school was banned. Ooh, you must really hate it. Oh, I don't look 50. Oh, bless you, darling. I better look 90 today, don't I? After yesterday with ironing, I thought I were going to keel over. It was that hot. See, now another space nut knows about these board rubbers. They were painful, weren't they? When they were, you knew your days were numbered if you saw one flying through the air and it was aimed at you. It was like, goodbye, everybody, goodbye, cruel world. Oh, 28, I wish. I will like no brain damage, another space nut from having it thrown at his heads. When we are 17. Oh, we leave school when we're 16 over here. Then we have 2 years of A levels or college and then university. Mm. Ooh, I don't know what's worse then, being screamed at or having a board rubber thrown at you. Both very unpleasant. Yeah, really, I thought you were American. I had this thing that you were from Florida. I don't know why. Hmm. Hello, Manish. How you doing? Supermarket run is done. Oh, wow, we got in the army. Well done, my darlings. Right, I'm going to have to go and help with food. Yeah, that's basically it, sweetheart. They get to 16 and they finish high school, and then you have 2 years. So you're 18 or going on 19, and then you go off to university. And it's fabulous. Take care, my darlings. I'm going to go and get some food. See you later.